Okay, so I just turned in the quests and we just turned to Emerald Warden's friendly reputation status, which is the first tier after neutral. And I decided to check out this vendor, and I noticed this vendor doesn't just have the regular pages she had previously, but there are more pages with gear and apparently the Rune of Affliction. I don't know what it does exactly, but of course, I gotta go in blind and see what I'm gonna get. So, it teaches you a new engraving ability. Let's fetch it for 1.6 gold, which is nothing. I'm now up to 170 gold. I have probably had one of the most inefficient, most horrible incursion runs you could possibly have, with like 3 people leaving, like parties disbanding halfway through, missing a lot of quests, and still I made like 40 gold in 1.5 hours or something. If you do this efficiently with like a group who like knows where to go, like just pumps, clears everything super quickly, has good gear and stuff, like I can imagine you're making like 50 to 100 gold an hour or something. Like, this is ridiculous stuff. And obviously I don't know in the grand scheme of things what 100 gold means, but this feels ridiculous. Anyway, let's close this for now and get the Rune of Affliction, whatever that might be. I'm actually completely blind. I have no idea what this is. So it's a bracers thing. And oh wait, that's something we haven't gotten yet. Okay, so Unstable Affliction. Shadow energy slowly destroys the target. Okay, so it's a dot, causing 789 damage over 18 seconds. In addition, if the unstable affliction is dispelled, it will cause 657 damage to the dispeller and silence them for 5 seconds. It sounds like it's an interesting PvP tool. Like if someone tries like cleanse this thing from, well, dispel I guess in this game, from someone else, then they're gonna take the damage. What if you self-cleanse? Like, do you just take damage yourself? Because then why would you ever want to cleanse it? Like, you take slightly less damage, like 100, but you get it instantly, and also you get silence for 5 seconds. So that seems super strong. And only 1 unstable affliction or immolate per wall or can be active on 1 target. This sounds very interesting to me, so I will be grabbing this, of course, and putting it on the braces, which we haven't gotten anything onto yet, which is really cool. And I will put it on my bar. Wait, it's... Oh, here we go. Where is it? It's on the runes, and I don't really use this thing anyway, so there we go. And actually, I will move it over to live tap because I'm live tapping with my... Oh, I gotta change the keybind now, but that's fine. So, yeah, now we have another skill, which sounds pretty cool. I will definitely be trying to use that for a bit. But also, much more importantly, maybe even, on the second tab, we've got a bunch of gear. And I noticed these things. So, Emerald Enchanted Gloves, Emerald Enchanted Shoulders, and Emerald Enchanted Boots. So just for comparison's sake here, the boots, sorry, the gloves, they give me 1 less stamina, sure, 2 less intellect, sure, but plus 8 spirit and plus 1 spell power, and then there is also a set bonus going on. So this is probably just much better overall. I'm giving up a little bit, but I'm getting a lot more back. So I'm going to pick up that for 3 gold. And also the shoulders, which are much better. Also do keep in mind that these are 3 more armor as well, which is not, anything amazing, but it's definitely worth noting. Then here we have the Emerald Enchanted Shoulders, which give me -1 intellect, -7 spirit, okay, sure, but plus 6 spell power and plus 8 stamina. Once again, that sounds like an upgrade to me, so we pick that up as well. And then here we have the Emerald Enchanted Boots. We get -2 intellect, but plus 10 stamina, and we get the same amount of spell damage, so once again, I do think I like this trade. And because we have 3, we can now get the set bonus of plus 10 additional stamina as well. So let me go ahead and equip these. Can I see them change as well? Hold on. I always like doing this with a mouse, like seeing the visual changes. So we grab the boots, which we probably can't really see too much of. We grab the gloves, which, they look... I prefer the previous look, but, these cover my hands much more. And then we have the shoulder pads as well, which... Yeah, I prefer the older ones, but, this is better. And now for the first time ever, we do have a set bonus active. And I'm expecting, because this stuff unlocked the moment I got to friendly, and I'm assuming when I get to the next tiers, which I think are like honored And I think something like Exalted or something. I think I heard about that. We haven't really gotten to that point yet. You know, we are honored with 3 factions in the alliance, but we haven't pushed further than that. But I guess we'll have to push the Emerald Wardens much further. And I think this is the grind people are doing. Like, this is probably... I think this is pre-Sunken Temple best in slot gear for most specs, which is why people are grinding this.
Hello.
And there's also other stuff which maybe is good, like the Emerald Ring, for example. There's 2 versions, one that gives me attack power and one that gives me spell damage, so I guess I care more about that one. But I don't know if I want to give up either 120 armor or 16 stamina for the Emerald Ring, so that one I'm not too sure on. And then we have these trinkets up here. You know, we don't have 2 trinkets yet. You know, we only have 1 trinket, so we do have a free trinket slot. So I would like to pick something up. And we have 2 different options here. We have the Nightmare Siphon, which says restores 150 health and mana when you kill a target that gives experience or honor. That sounds like a really nice sustaining tool. It can, you know, only apply every 10 seconds. And also, when I'm level capped, like nothing gives me experience anymore in... you know, like incursions and stuff, right? Like no PvE mob gives me that. So is there a point to having this? Like, does it do anything for me? Like, does it even trigger? And then also there is this one which says increases the damage or healing of your next attack, ability, or spell by 40 with like the same, you know, 10-second cooldown in there. This one sounds more like sustainy. This one sounds like more high damage, which I think sounds very nice. But I don't know if I can trigger it. I will pick it up, and this one just has more gear scores, so, you know, we'll just pick up the Anguish of the Dream. This one requires level 20, this one requires level 30 as well. Don't think that matters too much, but hey, it is what it is. So, I will pick up the Anguish of the Dream. It's only 1 gold, less than a gold actually. We'll put it in this slot over here. 495 gear score. Do I care about the actual number? Not too much. But I guess maybe we can trigger this, but we'll have to see if it pops up here. I think Honor is like a PvP thing. And I don't know if there's any way in which I can get this. Like, I'm thinking the same thing about soul shards. Like, can I still get soul shards from these mobs when they don't give me experience? Or is it more like, if they were to give you experience, if you didn't already level cap, you would get this? But obviously, like, you don't actually get the experience simply because the experience value is 0 or something like that. Anyway, yeah, nice gear upgrades and a new rune, which is cool. Alright, it's time I cut back in again. So it is much later in the night. I have done a couple more incursions. I think I've completed 7 or 8 runs by now. I'm kind of getting the pathing, like I kind of know where to go now. I know which quests to do. I know kind of how the run works, and I'm starting to feel quite comfortable just like doing them, killing the bosses, getting all the loot, knowing when to like click which NPCs to get rewards and stuff. And I know kind of enough so that I can just kind of, you know, zone out, watch some like League of Legends pro scene or whatever, like on my second monitor, and just kind of chill. Still don't really like him too much. I still don't think it's great content, but at least they're getting easier where I require less focus to do them, which is good. So I have made my way over to Honored. So you start at neutral, and you move to friendly, and now we are at Honored. And Honored has unlocked yet another tier in the vendor. So previously we had less items, now we have a 4th page. Some items have been moved around. And previously we had the Emerald Enchanted gloves, boots, and shoulders, which, remember, we are wearing. So the shoulders, we've got the boots, and we've got the gloves up here. Anyway, next page, because we're now Honored, we have unlocked the Emerald Enchanted pants, Enchanted robes, and Enchanted circlet. So let's go through them real quick. So first of all, we have the Emerald Enchanted pants, which pretty much just are straight up better. They give me 11 more armor. They remove 1 stamina, which, like, whatever. We get 11 more intellect. We lose 12 spirit. That's a little bit unfortunate. But we get 12 more spell power as well. And from what I'm told, I really, really care about spell power. So let's pick up the pants. It's 5.4 gold. Doesn't matter. I now have, well, before I purchased this, I had 300 gold. And just as a reminder, I started today at 133, I think. So I got 167 gold across, I think, 7 runs, maybe 8 runs. So And I think each run is between like 15 and 30 minutes, kind of depending on how quick your party is. So, you know, you can see what kind of money making you can definitely do. I feel like if you do this well, you can easily make 100 gold an hour. Anyway, moving on. We have the Emerald Enchanted Robes. This one, comparison-wise, is a bit more difficult because we have the Irradiated Robe, which is a drop that we got from Nomergun, and it actually, I think, is quite strong. You know, I quite like it. We do lose strength, but we don't care about strength. We do lose stamina, but we're kind of making up for that elsewhere. We also get some nature resistance, which I don't know how much we care about that. But I still think I do want to pick up the Emerald Enchanted Robes. First of all, I get a bit more armor. I get a bit more stamina, so just overall I become a little bit tankier. And by a little bit, I mean I'm gonna get 21 additional stamina, which I think is 210 HP, which on like a 3k HP pool is quite a bit. And also, we kind of match the stuff that we have in terms of like the green text, like the bonuses, because we get 1% crit for both, so that's identical, and we lose 10 spell power. So that is definitely a downside, and I think just purely DPS wise, I prefer the Irradiated Robe. But keep in mind that by picking up the Emerald Enchanted Robes, we can get the set bonus. And the set bonus, when we get the 6, says increases damage and healing done by magical spells in effect by up to 12. So, the 10 that we are now losing from the Irradiated Robe, because we do not have the set bonus for that one. Like, if we had the set bonus there, it'd probably be much better. But we don't have the set bonus, and I'm not really planning on doing much Nomergun running anymore, because I kind of want to move on to Sunken Temple at some point. So, I think, because we don't get the set bonus, it is worth going for the Emerald Enchanted Robes, even though purely as an individual item, it is worse. So we pick up the robes as well. And you can't see where we're going, you know, because I'm talking about the set bonus, so I'll have to pick up the circlet. But let's do a quick comparison. So, the Bad Mojo mask, I'm gonna miss it, guys. I'm gonna miss it. This beautiful mask. If there were transmog options in this game, I would transmog to this thing, because I fell in love with it, and I'm gonna miss it. But it's time to say our goodbyes and move on. So, the Emerald Enchanted Circlet. It gives me 10 more stamina, once again more HP, guys. This entire set is going to just make me overall a lot tankier, which is going to help me out a lot, I guess, when I'm trying to do solo content. But also in raids and stuff, like I'll be under less threat, so the healer can focus on, well, healing the people who should be healed, like the tank and stuff. So I can, you know, take up less resources and hopefully stay alive in that way. Also, it's going to make running somewhere easier when mobs aggro me. So, I'm still getting some intellect, but I'm losing 15 intellect. It's a pretty big drop, but hey, it is what it is. We get a lot of stamina back for it. We also lose 2 bonus damage. But that, once again, guys, keep in mind, that is made up for by the 12 bonus, because we're losing 10 on the chest, we're losing 2 on the headgear, we're losing 12, but the set bonus is going to give us back the 12. So we're getting, it's kind of, like the set doesn't give us too much more damage, but it's making us a lot tankier. Plus, I like the idea of having an entire set, and well, besides that, it's kind of similar once again. So let's grab that as well, and let's see what this looks like. So let me get off the mount. And let's get going. I'm actually quite excited because I have no idea what they look like. I hope they look cool. And by the way, like this list, like just look at this. Like look at this. Look at this. Look at this madness. Like all we're doing is like just like nuking through all of these, or like most of these, handing them in, repeating, like using this like wonky Nightmare Incursion helper. Like I really want to rant about this, but I think I'm gonna save that. Well, because I still have to do a lot more grinding. So anyway, we were running, or we were working on this. The annoying thing, by the way, about swapping between Guild Wars 2 and WoW constantly, like I've been playing both games like kind of like back to back today, is inventory in Guild Wars 2 is I, inventory or backpack in WoW is B, and I keep pressing the wrong one after I've played the other one. Really annoying. Anyway, first let's change the robes, because the robes are like kind of blocking a lot of things. So Emerald Enchanted Robes. Ooh. Ooh, I like these. There's a mosquito here as well. Alright, the circlet. We look very interesting. And then the Emerald Enchanted Pants. I'm a bit sad that they designed an armor set that is meant to be worn as a set, but one of the pieces of the set is invisible because of the chest. So what I will do just for a moment is I will unequip the chest piece. So we have no chest piece, and I guess, I mean, we have a shirt on as well. Dude, I can go shirtless. Look at me. Look at me, guys. Look at me. Look at me being sexy. Anyway, these were the previous pants. Wow, they're the identical pants. Like, literally identical. Kinda, but just different color. Yeah, like, even the creaks and stuff in the pants are the same. Okay, so we grab the shirt back. Do we care about the shirt? Not really. Like, did we see the shirt under it? Actually, I'm not even sure. No, we don't. Okay, the shirt's like completely useless, but hey, we have it. A formal white shirt. Cool. I mean, I quite like the look. You know, we definitely look like a bit of a mage now. And I do think we look a little bit more like we are running a set, you know? Like, the armor pieces work well together. And it doesn't look as much like leveling gear anymore, which is quite cool. Alright, well, I guess I'll vendor these things, which makes me feel a little bit sad. Re-equip my runes and stuff. And then probably call it for the day. There is another cool thing that I have unlocked, by the way, that I did pick up. It's over here. And it's the major healing potion. We had greater healing potions. I didn't pick them up because I felt like the HP regeneration was a bit low. But the major ones, they heal 1350 to 1650. I can only pick up 5. But they're only 22 silver, which is not too bad because I'm getting like 100 gold an hour or whatever. Like, it's freaking ridiculous. But yeah, I decided to just pick these up. You know, I can't really go wrong with having them in my inventory and just having like a panic button there. So yeah, that's great. So, I will probably keep on pushing forward. I don't know if I'm gonna max the entire thing, but I would like to at least push one more tier. So getting to this tier took 9k experience, I think. I'm already 1k into the next one, so I've gotten 10k experience roughly today, minus like the little bit of experience I got in the Duskwood incursion, because that's the only other one I did. I kind of skipped the Ashenville ones. And, well, I don't know if you caught those sounds coming from my throat, but that sounded weird. Anyway, the Emerald Wardens, you know, I need another 11k, so it's kind of just the same as I did today, so that should be very much doable. I might push for the final tier as well, but I don't know if I care about the rewards, but we'll see how much time I get to invest. I still want to do some other things, like uncover some more runes, maybe just like explore a little bit more of some maps that we haven't seen yet, just kind of like wrap up some things before, you know, moving into the final stretch of the game when the proper endgame actually launches. So, thank you very much for watching today, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you again next time.